questions that we're often asked around this time of year running into the September holidays is my child ready for prep, and how do I know? There's a lot of debate around delaying prep entry or sending kids early or holding them back, but here are some just general ideas of how to know whether your child is ready for prep. Before they go to prep, children need to have the majority of their speech sounds nice and clear. They might have difficulty with their R sound, they might have difficulty with their TH sound, but all of their other sounds, including their blend sounds like sn in snake or cl in clap, should be nice and clear by this age. If the lady at the shop is still looking at you to interpret what your child is saying, or if grandma doesn't know what your child has said when she talks to them on the phone, maybe that child has some speech sound delays that need to be looked at by a speech pathologist to make sure your child is ready for prep. Why are speech sounds important? Well, in prep, children get to the point about June where schools start introducing sight words and they start learning about letters and sounds. And if our children can't say their sounds properly, they're not going to be able to hear their sounds properly or write their sounds properly. So the first thing we look at when deciding if a child is ready for prep is, what are their speech sounds sounding like? The second thing we think about when we wonder if a child is ready for prep or not is, how do they go following instructions? Generally, by the age of 4.5 to 5, children are able to follow quite complex instructions that have 3 or more steps in them. They're able to follow the instruction in order, and they're able to remember it even after a bit of time has passed. We want children to be able to make their sentences nice and easily and clearly, to be able to retell little stories that they've heard or tell about things that they've done over the weekend. And they're skills that are important for building friendships, for using language for learning, and form the foundation of writing stories and literacy activities later on down the track. One of the other important skills children need to have developed before they go to prep is being able to sit, listen and pay attention. So we think that children need to be able to do this for about 10 to 15 minutes uninterrupted to be able to engage well in the prep program. Obviously, children do go to prep when they haven't established all of these skills, and that's okay. If you have any concerns about how your child is managing with these skills and how they might go at prep if they're not quite up to speed with these things, why not give a speech pathologist a call, because there's a good chunk of time that we've still got to do some work with your child to catch them up and give them a solid foundation in these areas so that prep is easy, not hard.